Today's sales topic is all about building client relationships, especially from the very first moment that you meet your potential clients. There's an old saying in sales that if your clients don't buy you, then there's a really good chance they are not going to buy what you're actually offering. I still think this rings true today. Just before we start, if you are new to the channel, let me quickly introduce myself. My name's Colin, co-founder of Just Go Sell, author and sales coach. And if you are brand new to sales, maybe you're selling from home or started your own business or just started in sales and haven't got a clue what to say, where to begin, then these videos are definitely for you. And please hit the subscribe button and also the like button and also the bell so you never miss another sales training when I publish one. Also, it helps me keep them free, which is a really good thing. So let's dive straight in. What is the point in building client relationships? Why do we do it? Well, let's look at it from our client's perspective. It's fair to say that they've probably Googled our product or our service or read some reviews about our product or our service before they've actually met us. Now, if they've done that, it's also fair to say that they've probably had a lot of conflicting information, good and bad, and they're probably really confused. And what they would like is to actually find someone that they can relate to, that they can trust, that they have confidence in to guide them through this maze of conflicting information, someone they can take advice from. That's exactly why we build client relationships. It's to be that person that they can go to, that they can get advice from when it comes to this particular product or service. So when we're actually starting to build these client relationships, we need to look at three key areas. The first key area we're going to look at is our body language. Now, when we first meet our prospects for the very first time, even before we speak a word, our body is already communicating. So when we first meet our prospects, if they see someone that's fidgeting, that's got their hands in their pockets, that's got their sunglasses on, that's got a face that basically says, "We've had a terrible morning," well, that is not a solid foundation to start building a great client relationship, to be that person they can relate to. So be conscious of your body. Make sure your hands are visible. Make sure your eyes are visible. Make sure you've got a smile on your face. Make sure your eyes are nice and warm. Make sure your body is open, because when you're like this, you are welcoming. And when a client sees a person like this that's welcoming, well, that is a great foundation to start building a relationship on. The second area we're going to look at is actually what I like to call the general chit chat. This is where you talk everything other than business. The reason we do this is we want to demonstrate that we are a human being. So when we're doing a general chit chat, it's really about the weather. It's about where they're from. It's about how they got here today. So it's just general chit chat. If you find general chit chat really difficult, then I'm going to give you a really good sales tip here. There's something I like to call form. Friends, occupation, recreation, motivation. Those are four very neutral topics that you can talk about in general chit chat. And when we're general chit chatting, when we're trying to demonstrate we are a human being, another really good sales tip is to leave your client or clients just for a few moments. Disappear, go out of sight. Let them be alone just for a few moments, because when you return, you are no longer a stranger. And when you're no longer a stranger, you are suddenly becoming a person that they are actually warming to, that they are starting to relate to. Super important, a really good bit of advice. And the third thing what we're going to talk about is what I like to call the reveal. Now, the reveal is for us to let our clients know that we know they've been doing a little bit of research on our product or our service. This is super important because we need to be a person that they can relate to. So when asking, so how did you hear about the product or service? Have you done any research? Have you read any reviews? Now, some sales professionals will shy away from saying this because they want to sweep it under the carpet. There is an elephant in the room, and people Google and people will do reviews, and we have to front it. It's actually a really good tool because Google and all these reviews, they are actually providing a lot of conflicting information to our clients. So we have an opportunity to be that person that they can relate to, that they can trust, that they can take advice from. And we have to earn that. It is our responsibility to earn it. They are not just going to give us their trust and their confidence. We need to earn it. And this is where building relationship comes in. So we are finding out in step 3 about what they found out about us, the good and the bad. And once they've done that, then basically we are going to thank them for sharing that information with us, because we are going to use that information throughout our sales presentation to highlight the benefits and the features of our product or our service, which is going to be the perfect solution to those challenges, some of those reviews that they've read. So this is building relationships. And another great consequence of building a great relationship with your client is that it will lead to repeat business. It will also lead to referral business. Now, referral business and repeat business are not only more solid sales, but they generally bring in a higher volume per client. So I'm not going to get into the technicalities and the statistics of this, but repeat business and referral business, in my opinion, is great business. And this comes from having great client relationships. So just before we end, let's just recap. Number 1, your body language. Make sure you're open. Number 2, general chit chat. Introduce yourself as a human being. Relate. Find some common ground with your clients. Leave them for a few moments. Come back. Don't be a stranger anymore. And 3, demonstrate that you can relate to them and they can relate to you by sharing what they've heard about your product or your service. This gives you information that you can actually go into or solve or clarify as you're going through your sales presentation. And when you're doing this, your client relationship is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. We have some great videos on building client relationships. Head over to our website, justgosell.com, and check out our online course, The Ultimate Sales Professional. It is packed full of short videos which are fantastic when it comes to building client relationships. I really hope that you are enjoying these videos, and if you are, please don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also the bell button, and leave a comment. Leave some comments, and I will go through and I'll respond to as many as I possibly can. Until the next time, have a good day.